Every guy wants a decent woman, the type of woman that's going to stick with him through it all. But considering the way modern society is heading in these days, it's nearly impossible to find a woman like that. And the worst thing is, most of the red flags in women don't start to show until it's too late, until you're far too deep. It's because of these reasons that so many guys are moving away from the idea of a family. But if you're the type of guy who wants a family but isn't sure about your woman, then here's a few tests you can do to test whether or not she's a high-quality woman or not. The first test is generally for first dates or when you're still getting to know her. And it's the easiest way to spot red flags in her. This test is used to check what kind of views she holds about relationships and whether or not she's in it for herself or if she's actually willing to contribute to the relationship as well. So here's how it goes. Let's say you're just done with your date and you're walking or driving her to her home. On the way, tell her that you feel like getting a cup of coffee or ice cream and take her somewhere you like. Just make sure they aren't a takeaway only place. After you order your coffee or ice cream, try to make it a nice time for her. Throw in some jokes and just make her feel good. When you're finished with your food, ask her if she can pay for it. If she truly enjoyed spending time with you, she wouldn't mind paying $30 or $50 for the cup of coffee. I mean, you did take care of the actual date, didn't you? That probably sets you back $200 to $500. Spending $50 doesn't seem that bad when we compare what you just paid. But if she starts saying how men are supposed to pay and women aren't, then she's the type of woman who uses traditionalism when it suits her and feminism when it suits her. Or rather, a woman with no morals and virtues to stand by. This is a massive red flag, and you should avoid a woman like this completely. The second test is the rejection test. Some of you might get offended by this, but remember, I'm only here to guide you, brothers. I'm not here to insult you or anything. If you're doing something wrong, I'm going to tell you. So, moving back to the topic. A lot of guys in our society are quite the simps. They would do anything a girl tells them to do. And yes, I said a girl, not their girl. These guys will fall head over heels for any girl, even if she doesn't even show a hint of being romantically inclined towards them. Because of these men, women have become quite used to men following their every whim, and they don't tend to take no for an answer well. So, the next time a girl tells you to do something that you're not interested in doing, simply say no. Say that it doesn't interest you. See how she reacts. If she's mature and not one of those typical modern women, then she'll say that she understands. Or she might even say that she wants you to come with her because she likes being around you and wants you there. If that's the case, then it might be alright to go with her. But if she starts to get angry or something, you know you've just spotted a red flag. Just don't be a douche when you say no, then her anger would be justified. Instead, be respectful and explain to her why you're not interested. For example, I hate watching romantic comedies. I just can't stand them. So back when me and my girl just started dating, she would often ask me if I want to watch them. At first, I outright rejected the idea. I told her that I'm not interested and that I hate them. But as time went on, I wanted her to come with me to the things I liked: car meets and E3 events. But of course, I didn't do the same for her, so it wouldn't be right to ask her to do something like that. So we came to a compromise. We decided that we'll do these things for each other. But that's when we were quite far along into our relationship. If you're still in the early stages, try rejecting the idea altogether. See how she reacts. The third and the last test is the prenup test. Alright. Disclaimer, this test is only valid for Western societies, where men almost always end up getting the short end of the stick in divorce. They lose their money, their kids, everything in a divorce. And to make matters worse, they even have to pay alimony. There have even been cases where men have had to pay alimony even when the child isn't theirs. That's how messed up Western society has become. So, if you want to avoid ending up like those men, you need a prenup. the first thing that you should do is to talk to your girl about finances. After a while, mention that you're going to get a prenup signed if the two of you decide to get married. Now this is going to throw her completely off guard. She's not going to be prepared for it, which means her reaction will be 100% natural and not faked in any way. This is where you decide if she's a wife material or not. If she ends up getting angry or something like that, it's a red flag. You know what to do then. These were just some tests you can perform to check if your girl is high quality or not. Remember, these are really only valid for Western societies, so if you're someone from the Eastern side of the world, these might not work for you. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, why not like and subscribe? It's sure to help the channel. If you didn't like the video, please let me know in the comments below so I can improve my mistakes. As always, you've all been fantastic. Goodbye.